It is almost 9:30 in the morning. I'm in Purmamarca. The sellers are just kind of setting up. Everything is still a little bit slow, but I'm walking to the center of town because I want to figure out how to go to Salinas Grandes. I was told you just go to the center and hear people shouting it, so I'm gonna see if that's true. Para las Salinas Grandes, ¿cómo funciona?
Y estamos saliendo ahora a las 10.
A las 10.
Adelante, sí.
Ah, ok. ¿Acá?
Sí, en esa combi.
Ah, aquí, ahí, ok. ¿Y cuánto sale?
1.500 por persona.
1.500, eso es ida y vuelta.
Ida y vuelta, ida y vuelta.
¿Cómo funciona? ¿Hay paradas en camino o qué?
Dos.
Dos paradas. ¿Dónde paramos?
Mirador,
Sí.
y a dónde marca la altura y hacemos Salinas.
Ajá.
Salinas estamos una hora.
Ah, 1 hora en Salinas. Entonces, ¿a qué hora volvemos?
4 horas demora.
4 horas. Ok, entonces bueno, ya estoy a las...
nombres son?
Soy una.
Bueno, tengo que...
All right, all sorted. The bus leaves at 10 o'clock. I actually want to run back to my guest house because I forgot sun protection. Apparently it gets really hot when you're at the Salinas, so SPF is definitely necessary. I'm going to run back and get that, come back, and it leaves in about 25 minutes. So I came back for my sunscreen, but I ended up getting my Dramamine as well because apparently there are a ton of curbs on the road up. So I want to be prepared just in case. Apparently there's food there. It's a 4-hour round trip, but I brought some fruit. They said don't eat anything too heavy because it's so curvy. So I'm hoping an apple and an orange are enough.
Mira, estos caramentos de coca normalmente sirven para las personas que no son de acá. Por ejemplo, en estos momentos estamos al 2200 sobre el nivel del mar. Llegando a la salina, llegas a un pico más alto de 4200. Bueno, estos caramentos te sirven porque tiene coca y miel. Son compuestos, son como caramentos de menta o de miel. Lo empieza a chupar nomás y listo.
En la Salinas Grandes. Y ahí se cobra, yo les cobro 700 pesos más. Ahí hay que pagar. Eso depende si ustedes quieren ir, ¿no?
Once we got in the car, the driver explained the additional option of visiting the Ojo del Salar for an extra cost.
Yeah. This is our second stop on the way to the Salinas. The first one was for just a couple seconds to see the view. This second one is to see this most famous photo that I see everywhere, which shows the altitude of where we are at this point in Jujuy, which is 4,170 meters. And it is so cold and windy, so bring a jacket, don't wear shorts like this guy over here. Don't do this.
Once we arrived to the Salinas Grandes, those who were not interested in seeing the additional Ojo del Salar got off, and those who were stayed in the van for another 10-ish minutes or so. An official Salinas Grandes guide joined us in the van to explain more details about the salt flats.
Once we arrived to the salt flats, we actually had two options. You could get off right away and pay $200 to go into the salt flat area right at the entrance, or you could pay $700 total and go a little bit farther into a place called Ojo del Salar, which is apparently more natural. It's like a lake, and I'm in line now to see it.
Between 5 and 10 million years ago, this area was covered in water and salt from volcanoes. Once the water evaporated, these 212 kilometers of salt flats are what remained, the crust being about 30 centimeters thick. The Ojo del Salar shows what the Salinas are in its more natural state.
So we've arrived at what is called the Ojo del Salar, and she gave some history, but I couldn't totally understand all of it, but basically it's just like a small little pond, and now she's taking photos of people, some perspective photos around. It's pretty. I'm not sure if I would say it's worth it. Like a lot of people on the bus said, it's just a little pond. So we've left the Ojo del Salar and came back near the entrance, and now she's explaining about the artificial kind of lines where all the water are. If you've seen photos of these salinas, you've probably seen those lines of water that are artificial because they're doing mining here now. Maybe you can hear the tractor. But so she's explaining that, and then we're gonna have a chance to walk around and take more of those photos that you've seen on Instagram. My impressions are that it's honestly really cool. Like, just look out and it's salt flats for miles and miles. This is the 4th biggest salt flat in the world. The first one's Jujuy in Bolivia. The second one is in Chile in the Atacama Desert, and then the third one is in Salta, and this is the 4th. So all in South America, but this is the 4th biggest in the world. I love this. I just think it's so cool. The sounds of the tractor make it a little less peaceful, but it is incredibly beautiful, and it's amazing that it exists. It's really cool. I'm happy to be here. And was it worth it to go to the Ojo del Salar? Yeah, I mean, it's not that different, but I guess it was interesting to see. I mean, you would have to pay 200 to get in here anyways. It's 700 to go there. So basically it's just 500 pesos more, which is $2.50. So I figure if I'm already here, I might as well just go a little bit for something more, you know, get the full experience. As cold and windy as it was at that other stop, this is the complete opposite. It is hot, it is sunny. You need sunglasses for sure. You need SPF for sure because it's so hot. You go through the full spectrum of weather on this little mini trip. This is the place where everyone jumps, so I guess I'm gonna jump. And that's about all the jump I have in me. If you need to go to the bathroom, there's a bathroom at the entrance and it's 30 pesos. One last thing before we leave. I went to the bathroom. There's still people waiting in line for the bathroom. Some people are in the van, but because people are still waiting for the bathroom, I have a few minutes to buy food, and they have a few little snacks here, so I'm gonna get something. ¿Qué tenés para comida? Bueno, me da uno de jamón y queso, porfa. ¿Cuánto sale? $2.50. Hasta luego. And there's the van. Today was an absolutely amazing day at the Salinas Grandes. Now, the line between the province of Salta and Jujuy actually splits the Salinas right in half. And if you want to see what the city of Salta looks like, just click on this video here. Why not?